Welcome back to the Worth Enhancement Lab. D. Starworth.
Mark Williams, and we're here. We're back in the lab, and it is so good to be here. How's your week going?
Oh, smooth. I like to just use positive words, even if I didn't have a smooth week.
So you got your casual on.
Yes.
Starting your Juneteenth.
Yes,
Look at you. Represent. All right.
Yes. Even if it wasn't a smooth day or 2 days, or I would still like to speak positivity in my life. That's where I'm at right now.
Right.
So if I had a bad day, I'll say I had a bad day, but smooth, can't complain.
That's awesome.
What about you?
Awesome. Doing good.
Family?
Doing good. Yeah.
Tiki?
Everybody, she's doing well.
Nice.
She's doing well.
Nice.
Hey.
So let's get into this serious topic here today. You're going to always be fed on the Worth Enhancement Lab.
That's our goal.
So get ready to digest.
Our goal is to add something to you.
Yes.
That's our goal. So today, again, just slowing it down, talking about how sometimes when you go through trauma, kind of reminds me of like TV shows in the early years. Somebody gets hit on the head and they suffer a traumatic event, and then all of a sudden that particular character goes through what their doctor would end up saying was temporary amnesia. So the person's walking around saying, where am I? Where am I? Because they don't know, they can't recall who they really are. And they're laying in the bed and looking at their spouse or their children saying, who is this? And why are they around? It kind of reminds you of how, when someone goes through dementia, they don't recall who they are. And so, but this temporary amnesia has kind of reminds me of when someone goes through something traumatic in their lives and they start forgetting who they really are. And so, because in these shows, the person who is the villain in some of the more horrific ones, there would be this villainous person, and that person would be okay with them not remembering who they were.
Oh my!
So they could take advantage of them.
Oh, that's a lot, and that's powerful just right there.
And
a villain being okay with you not knowing who you really are.
So they can take advantage.
Wow.
And the reality is, sometimes as people, we'll find that when we go through things and you have kind of a major, like a little setback, or you find yourself a little off. My mother used to call it a nervous breakdown.
Okay.
But
right. No, I've heard that before.
And it's like you're off. You're not who you were.
Right.
And so while you're not you don't remember how strong you are.
Okay.
You don't remember how you usually handle problems. And so now you're doing things different. And if you're in a situation where there is someone that's aware of that,
yes,
or they may have even caused this traumatic experience.
Yes.
So now they're taking advantage of you not knowing who you are. So
that's powerful.
You're
Mark.
still in the same house. You're still driving the same car, but mentally and emotionally, you're still trying to find yourself. Where am I? What is this? Who am I?
You know what, Mark? What you're saying right now takes me back to my childhood. So you're talking more or less of an adult woman who's forgotten her strength, who's forgotten her intelligence, and I'm talking from a child who didn't even have it yet.
Right. Wow.
Right?
Wow.
And the villain has made me, amnesia, but I don't even know who I'm supposed to be. I don't know how intelligent I could have been. I don't know how strong I should have been. Right? Because you've already stolen something from me.
Right.
And we've talked about it in previous videos, but what you're saying right now is a woman who has gone through temporary amnesia from setbacks, from trauma, and now needs to regain who she is. So I'm talking to the girl, to the teenager. You don't even know who you are.
Come on.
Right?
Come on.
And you have to fight. I'm going to always say fight for who you're supposed to be, who your ideal of you is.
Come on.
I literally, because this happened to me from ages 6 till about 12, 13. I literally, at the age of, I left the house at 17. So I had to educate myself.
Right.
I wanted to be around educated women.
Right.
I wanted to be around survivors. I wanted to be around strong women so I could figure out who I wanted to be.
If you talk about 6 to 12, now you know I'm not a professional, we're not counselors.
Right.
But 6 to 12, those are like formative years. That's when you figure out who you are. 6 to 12, that's when you're normally playing with the baby doll and playing house and playing mom or playing doctor.
Right.
And those are the years where you get to know who you are. So from 6 to 12, while you're being violated and taken advantage of. So like you said, by 12, you don't know who. 17, it's like, wait, who am I?
Right.
Because what I've been is made to be a survivor.
Right.
Rather than someone who's learning, rather than someone who's thriving, I'm made to be a survivor.
Right.
And so
or even a victim. Right. And that's that I time after time, I don't know if I can use the word reinventing myself until now I'm comfortable in the skin in the woman I am. I'm comfortable with myself. I had to, because I went through a phase where, oh my goodness, how can I say this? I just didn't believe in myself because of the past trauma, because of what was taken so early. I didn't believe I deserved a quality of life. That puts me in the mind of amnesia.
Right. Like, yeah, you like, who am I? What happened to my thoughts?
Where am I?
What happened to my life?
Or how about this, Mark? Where could I have been?
Oh.
Right.
Where am I really supposed to be right now?
Goodness,
today?
If I didn't get
if it
that
had not been for those
stolen
setbacks.
or robbed.
Come on. And
I hope that's where we're at.
That's
with
exactly
this.
where we're at.
Okay.
That's exactly where we're at. Because there's many causes for this temporary amnesia. There's many causes. It can be loss. Think about how traumatic a loss is.
Right.
A loss.
Right.
And then the thing about loss is you can be in a circle of people and they've lost the same person.
Yes.
Or the same thing.
Come on.
Or, they've had the same loss, but they don't feel it like you feel it.
I am experiencing that right now with my in-laws. They lost a great man in their life. And I see the trauma of that loss differently in each of them.
Right.
And I respect their moods. I respect their space when it comes to that topic.
Right.
But like you said, they experience it differently. Right.
And so when everybody else is still saying, okay, you're cool, right? You're straight.
It's time for you to be cool.
It's okay if you're not.
It's okay if you're not.
It's okay if you're not, because sometimes it's going to take you longer than someone else.
Right.
And everybody around you, because when we experience loss, I was at a funeral not that long ago, and the young man who lost his mom said to his sister, these people are going to turn around and go home.
Oh, you better say it.
Our lives will never be the same again.
Oh my, that's a fact. I like what we was talking about earlier when in regards to this topic, the color purple.
Right.
They might not understand. Our audience might not understand. Break that down.
Okay, Sophia's character,
Oprah,
is so huge.
Yes.
It is such a big part of the movie. I mean, it just, so in any scene she's in, it's almost like she owns it.
Dominating.
Owns it. And then after the fight, of course, in the street, the Caucasian gentleman.
Yes.
And then she ends up going to prison.
Yes.
And just the abuse and the long, stretched out time, she comes out, her hair's gray, and she's tired. I think at some point she had one of her eyes is missing.
Closed. But even before you go there, and I'm going to cut you off really quick, she had been abused. Remember her husband tried to abuse her?
Right.
But she kicked his butt?
Right. You let Harpo beat me.
Right.
You told Harpo to beat me.
This is like some more trauma added on to my husband beating me. Life is beating me.
Right.
Now a stranger has beaten me, and now I'm going to jail for defending myself.
Right.
Now she comes out.
And she's quiet. And she's not saying a word. And she's sitting at the table. And they're passing food around and they're eating it. At some point, the fight breaks out the table.
Yes.
And it looks like it's about to escalate.
Yes.
And she speaks up. And when she speaks up, she finally ends up saying, Sophia, home now.
Yes.
And when she said, I'm going to put everything back together because I'm here, I'm back, I'm me. And home didn't just mean Sophia home now, like I got out, but okay, I found myself.
I'm the strong one.
Come on. I'm the one that's going to regulate this mess.
Yes.
And so every now and then, I believe sisters who experience setback need to reach back and find that strength. You know, because loss will make you lose it.
Yes.
Being left. How about you in a relationship? I'm watching nowadays people in a relationship for 30 years.
And just start over.
Yeah, I mean, he walks away. I watched one woman the other day said he left. How do you leave after 33 years? That's a lifetime. They give you a life sentence. You do what, 25 and it's a few more?
Right.
So that's a life sentence.
Right.
And you turn around and walk away?
Right.
And then so that's what makes people say, I gave you my best years.
Yes.
Because now that I'm old, you want somebody younger than me?
I don't know. I heard this the other day, and this is a little bit off topic, but on the same topic. Men that get sick, wives forget about their lives. They forget about their passion. They forget about their goals, and they just tend to the husband. Husbands that wives get sick. Thank you, Mark. The husband feels disappointed, gets angry.
Usually walks away.
And he walks away, right?
Usually does.
Now, I just given you all of me.
Right.
And none of that matters.
Right. The 9 times out of 10, the best of you. Birth my children.
Right.
The best of you. Push me when I was falling.
Right.
Help me get up.
Right.
You know,
numerous
push
times.
me to keep going.
Yes.
I don't know in everybody else's relationship, but in the last 23 years, that's what I've experienced.
Right.
So anytime when I was at my wit's end, very seldom I get shook. But I remember one time getting like shook.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I don't know what to do. This whole thing's gonna crash and burn.
Right.
And I remember Tiki coming over and saying, okay, let's just do this. And most of the time she's the one that panics.
Right.
Most of the time she's the one that's not calm. But when I was about to lose it,
yes,
she got right in that spot and said, hey, this is what we're gonna do.
That's what we do.
Okay. And so the reality is
those setbacks.
To have somebody walk away after that.
Right.
You know?
That would cause you to forget who you are.
Come on. And whether or not you can make it. All right, what about facing new problems?
New problems are scary.
Come on.
But in life, daily, you get thrown challenges. You know, we get thrown challenges, curveballs, that bill you wasn't expecting until next month.
And then here it comes.
And you have to pay it today. Right? We get thrown obstacles. Our children being sick, or
What about reoccurring struggles? I thought I was over this. I thought this habit was broken. It's not.
I heard someone say that, and I don't agree with this. We're never healed. We're never really healed. I don't agree with that. I might have something else that I need to be healed from, but I'm healed. I only speak about that childhood trauma in different scenarios, different situations. Will I ever forget it? No.
Right.
But am I healed from it? Yes. I'm completely healed from molestation and abuse.
Right.
I'm not triggered by that. If my husband pats me on the shoulder, it's not gonna make me punch him because of what happened to me when I was younger.
Right.
But this new stuff I'm going through at this age.
That might be a little easier to shake.
Help me.
Harder to shake. But the thing is these problems, these situations, even something that might make someone have that temporary amnesia, and then so I don't think we describe self enough yet.
Oh, come on.
Okay, because you got to you can't remind yourself who you are if you don't remember. You know what I'm saying? If you haven't made those notes.
Yes.
If you got to get to the point to where you remember how powerful you are.
I've overcome that. I can overcome this.
You got to remember how strong you were.
Yes, I fought those sickness battles. I fought, challenges in my life with my parents.
How intelligent you are.
I got those degrees.
Come on. How sure you are.
Right. I am beautiful.
Come on. How happy you are.
Even if challenges throughout the week cause you to sit down, I'm reminded, me personally, when I look over at my husband and he smiles. My children running around freely can go in the refrigerator 100 times and eat. Those things make me happy and smile.
They should. And how spiritual you are. How much of a go-getter you are.
Come on.
How tenacious you are.
Come on.
All the stuff you've been through, you haven't quit yet.
And it hasn't killed me.
Come on. How unwavering you are.
Yay!
Uncompromising.
I'm sorry. Don't you start me to clapping.
How inspiring you are.
Yes.
I believe women need to slow down and remind themselves, this is who I was. Because when that kind of stuff happens, it'll make you forget that you really are an inspiring person. I was on the phone with somebody last night, was going through something for a hot second, and they didn't sound like themselves.
Yes.
And I said, well, something's going on because you don't sound like you.
Yes. That's the reminder.
Between last night and this morning, I got a call this morning. This person's bouncing off the walls. Okay, the reality is this is who you are. You're a joyful person.
Yes.
But if you're joyful, you're excited. I last night I said, is the glass half empty or half full?
Come on.
And she said it's all empty.
Oh my.
So now, okay, you're in a place.
Yes.
But you forgot that you're a joyful person.
Yes.
You forgot that circumstances don't dictate how you feel.
Right.
So anyway,
no, that's powerful.
When a woman backs off of her
powerful.
dreams, I believe she's experiencing temporary amnesia.
Mm-hmm.
When she backs off of her dreams, she's saying, "Who am I?"
Mm-hmm.
When a woman quits on a good thing,
right,
because it may take a little longer than she expected,
right,
she's saying, "Where am I?"
That's good. I can relate to that.
Where am I? When she won't fight back, it's almost like she's saying, "Okay, who am I?" Because most women that I've met, my 83-year-old mother,
yes,
is a fighter.
They get stronger the older they get too.
Always have been.
You better be careful.
Always have been, and you never can tell her what she couldn't do.
Yes.
I'll never forget one time she said she would start comparing herself to my dad.
Okay.
My dad was a genius. I mean, literally, the guy was smart as heck.
Yes.
He lacked some self-discipline and things like that, but the reality of it is his brain was brilliant.
Yes.
Brilliant. So every now and then she was, I guess I'm not smart. I guess I'm stupid. And I remember one time she said, I guess I'm stupid. And I said, Mama, because being born and raised in the South, it'll mess with you.
Yes.
Especially
the man and the woman.
Age,
yes.
That age.
Mm-hmm. Your place and all that.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
You're not intelligent and you're not this and you're not. And I said, Mom, name one thing that you wanted to do that you didn't. I said, you said you wanted to buy the house. You came from Jordan Project. Y'all came to Pomona and bought a house.
Yes.
You said you wanted to start a business. You started a business. You said you wanted to go to CNA school after not even graduating from high school, and you did. And got a CNA license.
Come on.
So name one. I said, name one thing. She said, I guess you're right. So the reality is, every now and then you got to go back and remind yourself, it's in there.
Yes.
It's in there because life will make you say, who am I?
Throw up your hands.
Come on, life will make you
forget about who you're supposed to be, who you are.
So our sisters today, maybe we need to encourage them to just see yourself stronger.
The woman that wants to go back to school. The woman that wants to open up that business.
Come on.
Start new. You have a business, but you want to start a new adventure.
Yeah.
The woman who wants to stop being a 9 to 5 and open up entrepreneur.
Business. Come on. Be the boss.
You can do it. You can absolutely do it.
You have it.
But you have to dig down and go past doubt.
Mm-hmm.
You have to fight doubt with everything you have. So you can walk in your fullness. I like this. Putting those things behind you.
Come on. Reach forth to what's in front of you.
Come on.
Little Philippians 3 for you.
Yeah.
So The book works.
It
The
happened.
book works.
A living witness. I'm so sorry. I am so sorry.
You have to replay the positive in your life. Replay the positive. Replay the gains. Replay the wins
Come on.
that you have. Remind yourself it's in there. Because if you did it before, and if you believe that the God in you has helped you before, it's time to do it again.
Yes.
Do it again.
Even if, trials and situations, setbacks, traumas, losses are in front of you, right?
Uh-huh.
You have to you don't have to forget, but you have to step over that and fight for what's already inside of you.
Come on.
The strong woman you are,
Right.
the powerful woman you are.
Come on.
And you have to I like to always say this, put your big girl panties on and keep on fighting.
Yes. Yes.
For you.
What about for my sisters who may say, you know what, I've never really felt strong. I've never really felt like I could.
This is your day. This is your time to, again, dig inside and find just a little bit of power. Because once you start working with yourself, working with your strength, working with your abilities, it grows.
It does.
Whatever you feed will grow. So if you're feeding that doubt, if you're feeding that trauma, if you're feeding those setbacks, that's what's going to grow.
Yeah.
But if you're feeding that strength, you're feeding the newness, right?
Right.
You're feeding wisdom. You're feeding intelligence.
Right.
That's what's going to grow. I personally, what I'm saying right now, I do daily.
Right.
I fight with myself daily of you got this.
Right.
And sometimes even mid-sentence of saying something negative, I stop.
Right. It's important.
I stop because I deserve everything I want and feel like I need to have.
And you know what? I'm glad you said that because I believe our sisters deserve that same thing.
Yes.
You have access to what your intrinsic value.
Yes.
And all you have to do is tap into that because God put it in there for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
Tap into that and become your best you. Remember who you are.
Please.
You are strong.
Yes.
You are valuable.
Yes.
You are brilliant.
You're needed. Your thoughts are needed. Your creativity is needed. And it's time.
Indeed. Till next time.
Yes. Like, share,
Subscribe.
Yes.
Comment.
Please do.
Comment. And we'll be looking forward to, in just a couple of weeks. We're a couple of weeks away from a giveaway. We're going to start announcing that date in just a little bit. And we want to encourage you, enjoy the rest of your week. And by all means, love yourself because you deserve it.
Hey, we're powerful. Live in your power.
Till next time.